Hello. We are back after 1 week of break with Fixing Things Together, where we develop in the open Litter universe, fix anything that comes under our hand, and maybe develop some new features that we can show. I am Jan Dvorak, the founder of the universe, and hopefully joining me soon will be also our designer and UX developer. Things didn't go as planned today a little bit, so apologies for that. It will take just a little bit to get us all set up and started. This week we are also streaming on Twitch instead of Facebook. And we'll do that next week as well to see if that is kind of what we want or don't want to do. Let's see. What do we have here? So we are back there. And let me switch here. Okay, we have Henry joining us. Hi, Henry.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Jan.
So we're back after a break. And let me get everything set up on my side. Let's see. Primarily, I just want to get set up when it comes to coding, so we can move on that. So just and we have some. Yes, I think what we are going to do here today is the FAQ page. So let me get that ready. And just a little bit. Hopefully Jasper will be joining us soon. As Jasper had some. We have somebody who is translating like crazy into Russian on our Crowdin page. Interesting.
Okay,
So
that's interesting.
Let me check out that branch. It's kind of also hoping that that person is going to reach out to us to get the premium membership that you can get if you do that. So if you help us translate, you get the Storyteller tier membership as well. So let us get started here. Going to start over here, and I will need to move things around a bit. So let's close this, and let's open up Figma. And let's also open up Crowdin here so that I can show everybody all that. So let's start presenting. All right, so here we go. Here is our Crowdin page with all the translations. And it's also started my local open, but we'll get to it later. So you can see we have many languages. And we recently added 8 more, which reminds me, Henry will need a social media post or like a picture and all that stuff ready to
Okay.
to announce that. And if I go to this one, so we have it. Yes, so we have Indonesian, Ukrainian, Dutch, Italian, Finnish, Estonian, Hungarian, Norwegian, Swedish, Esperanto, Vietnamese, traditional Chinese, and Korean added as our languages that you can now select. These are mostly done translation by AI. That's just because I enabled some feature in the settings and it just went through everything and did it. So it will be not as nice translation as with humans. We officially support Czech, English, and to a lesser degree Japanese. So those are the three main languages, and we are planning to add Indonesian to our say fully supported languages in the near future, meaning probably Q2 or Q3 this year. So that's what we have here. Let's see for the pull request. Okay, so those are just the actually quite a few more, but we'll be adding more to these translations today. So we'll kind of wait on that. And the big thing that we are doing, if I can figure out why the loading of the feed is not happening here properly, but now it's working. So last time we did the feed to look much nicer. We'll be moving on that more in the future. But today I'm going to go to the feedback page here, which you can also access through this question mark on the side. And here under help and tutorials, I have added new section called frequently asked questions, which will be just a list of a very quick, I could say, and short or quick and short messages or questions and answers. If you have any, please feel free to post them in the comments or chat, and we'll be happy to add them. And I do believe that on our was it in general? Yes. So we had Jasper started. Then he has created some questions that we'll start adding here. And actually, this is a part that I have no problem showing on screen as we do coding, or as I do coding, which is simple. So first of all, let us increase the size to get more out of it. So here we have our language files that's freely available. And in the feedback file, I have started here the FAQ section with the different questions and all that stuff. So we'll be expanding that. Probably best to pin this for today. And then here under not pages, but under feedback, I have added FAQ. And we started with the about us. Then we have the settings questions. And I'm going, let's see, copy that and have do the discovery and the other sections here as well. Apologies, Andrew, I kind of jumped the gun because I kind of needed to start working on this because we need something similar for another project. So if you want to kind of go ahead and start designing how it should properly look. I put it under the help and tutorial instead of its own section, even though eventually it is. If you click, see it's under FAQ, and you can get there if you do feedback/FAQ as well. But in the navigation, it's under the main help section here. So that's where it is. And I've kind of put up these section, as I think those are kind of the most important. So I want to do discovery reader. And the thing is that my idea is that eventually these will be available on the pages themselves. So if you are in the discovery section, if you click on the help, then there will be a list of the FAQs for that particular section. Section discovery. Let's quickly change this. It's here. And then we'll change the then we change everything else. Oops, I'm looking back here. Discovery, writer, and eventually that's going to take care of itself. Discovery, writer. Reader. Now the idea will be that we'll oh, I don't have it here. Reader, workshop, writer. Expanding the types. Complain. And okay, so for discovery section, and the idea here, I would say probably today, is to kind of fill this out a little bit, and we have a lot of questions from Jasper in regards to the. So let's first start here about the general. So he starts here, and I'm going to post these probably in the chat. So this will it will go everywhere except for Twitter. So we'll read those out. And okay, it's got split in on YouTube. So I'll use this one. So what is Literary Universe? So that will be something to add here. And how we are going to do this, I have here the about. So this is FAQ question.about. What is LU? That's how it's going to be named. And then after that, we have the answer. Right now, I'll just use what the AI created there, so we can get this a little bit faster. And so that's the first one. What is Literary Universe? And The next one, what is different between Literary Universe and other online reading platforms? Oh, Jasper is really getting in on these questions, really getting hard on, or hard-hitting questions from the start. Let's see what AI can generate here for us potentially. Oh, it just does the it didn't understand the context. So Literary Universe is all in one platform. Which means it includes tools for writing, reading, word building, community building. It is designed to be a place where you can create shared histories and words. That's kind of common with AI, that it starts like repeatedly repeating the same thing in just slightly different ways. I think reading, word, community building. The difference is all these better in one platform and their interconnectedness. So that's the, let's call it the difference. Next is, what is the difference between discovery and dashboard pages? So that might be actually good, maybe to put it into discovery section. So discovery, I think that this question needs a little bit more work, unless and Henry, you will have to kind of give me feedback on this.
Yes.
For discovery and dashboard pages, if that would be something commonly understood. So here we have, say, the discovery overview with everything, and then we have the dashboard itself. So I am not sure if this question is really necessary, or if I'm just thinking too simply about it. Let's see if we can get just in here. I'm getting some lag. I think
that's quite pretty necessary, since we will bring new user, and of course they will be asking for the differences. So that will be good if we want to explain this question, I think. What do you think?
No, the thing is, it's like completely different sections. So I think it might be better to split it to something along the line. What's discovery section about? What's the dashboard? Instead of what's the difference between them, because they're like two completely unrelated things in a way. Because dashboard is just hey, your user overview, and discovery is where you find new stuff. So I am not entirely sure about discovery plane. I think I would call it as the AI here, and AQ question. No, it's plain. What is discovery section? Which is where you can find new stories, universes, and other content. It's a place to explore, find new things to read. Universes, blogs, groups, and other content. It's, in a way, I have to say it's kind of scary how well it could answer that question. So let me clear into the.
Let me help. Let me try to help to explain. I will give you the explanation in private chat, I think. What do you think of that?
Yeah, feel free to write it if you feel like it. Hopefully, Jasper can arrive and provide us with more details. In the meantime, I'll get the discovery here ready. Oops, do I have a typo somewhere? Yes. Also, let me kill my phone. Always forget to do that. Like silence. Or is silence. So if we go back to back, the build out slow. My computer's going slow. It's not strange. Even have less things running than usual. Okay, so discovery. So I can see it's already there. Let's quickly count what is the. Let me go here, and I just got a bug report as well. But let's finish the questions. Let's put them all in and do quick answers, and then we do go for the bug report. So next one, how do I make subscription payment in the plan and pricing section? I think we'll need probably for this one, I would say a new category so that it's kind of all the plans pricing are in one section as well. So I'll have to skip that one also because I'm doing a big update on that. So here for writer, how do I create a new story in Literary Universe is the first question. So we have one for discovery, here for writer, for reader for later. So writer, how to create a story. Let's see if the AI got it. Can you by going to nope. It's tried. It tried and it failed. So under writer, we have here now the start this. And I'll also have it added to router. So route path writer. And also let's do here, that should not be router, route reader. Let's get these imported here. Writer reader. Have to kind of say that the AI completion, auto completion is getting better. Developers will be out of job. So, okay. Oh, it's again the comma telling us energy. So, can you story by going to the workshop? So that will be just workshop. Clicking on the and clicking on one of the create buttons. So add or go the main create page where you can select a new story or fan fiction. So here I'm going to do here a link. Here will be another link. And since we also support fan fiction, it's good to have that in here. So we'll have the, and now I have to kind of go because I am not entirely familiar with the exact routing. So we have here to start creating. So that's workshop create page. And then we have a standalone story. Story, or we have fan fiction. This. Create a new story in a universe. Go first to that universe. We go back here and I choose here, say, my struggle for balance. It's going to reload here a little bit more because I'm editing the questions. So every time I do, and then universe, and then select stories, quotes, Dashboard. Click the correct side. Of the page. You will be asked to fill in details of your story, and then you can start writing. So that's for that. Henry, question: do we have? I think we do have some new design for this story's overview page, if I am not mistaken.
Story overview.
Yeah, for the universe, for in the workshop.
Let me try check.
Yeah, I think we have something. Just want to make sure that what we write here, that if we change where the create button is located in the future, that we have a note to change that in the FAQ as well. So next one is a nice one. What is the difference between universe stories and fan fiction? I think actually that might be a good good first question. The question is though if the section is, it should be for the workshop section. Do we have that, or workshop? Yes, that's so that would be for the workshop. So which is where you can create new stories, fan fiction, other content, place to write, and make sure creative content. Okay, so that's nice start for that workshop. And here FAQ question. That's a good. This is a good question because this can be in multiple places. It's like truly a general question, also like for discovery. Creative types. I'll just call it the creative types, and in the reader, there is going to be the same question, but it's going to have a different answer. Specific world. Stories are standalone, are either standalone stories or part of a universe. Fan fiction is a story that is based on another universe. And let's call this literary universe. Clear. And let's see, I've got a lot of and we have Jasper here. Yay. Sorry for not noticing you. Hi, Jasper.
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry for the delay.
Yeah, there was, for some reason, the Rocket Chat was acting up. So no worries, Dan. I'm just right now discovering, kind of going over your questions. so that we get them in and discover them. I'm not sure how much you caught up me working here on the difference between universe stories and fan fiction question. And I've split that into workshop and a reader. And I think we'll have this how to create a story moved into workshop as well, though it also can go for writer. So let's keep that there, where you can let's put this. So in this workshop side of question, we have place is a central place for your literary universe in which you create stories that inhabit the same literary world. Wikipedia. All the intricacies world and anything else related to it. Fiction is a story that is based on another story written by someone else. Stand-alone stories are not part of any universe, are not connected to any universe. Use this, for example, for poetry or literary works that are set in real world characters or immersive details that would require Wikipedia or other benefits of having a universe. Okay, that's workshop. Do we have it recreated here? No, we don't have workshop yet. So let's start on that. And we already have here the workshop explain section, and then 2 more questions here. No, just the one for creative types.
Ian, I think we haven't created the story overview yet, but we do have like lists for story on universe, I think.
Okay, let me do the workshop stuff here. And I'm going to open Figma, and go. So I am going to, okay, there's 2 of you. and it doesn't look like it's working properly, so I need to reload. And then we'll take a look how it's supposed to look in the future. So, okay, so this looks like alive. So yeah, this is in the library. That's not what I am thinking about.
Yes.
If anything, I think it might be in the workshop itself. Okay. So let's see here. We have for the start writing, you have universe, story, all that stuff. But then we need to. This is collaborative work, translation, better readings. Okay, I don't think we have the page yet. So, or where do we have? Yeah, because we have this. Yes, we have this which is implemented already. This universe control panel, you could say, or dashboard. But yeah, and we have the stories section here, which lists the stories, which if you, let me switch back to my local, right now looks like this. So just a list of stories with the option to create a new one. So I don't think we have any new design, which is fine because this design is inoffensive and straightforward. Though there are some little bugs when I was probably working on the hiatus feature and all that stuff. So that's, which is fine. We can manage that. So that's fine. So, but yeah, once we design this page, we need to just remember to fix the FAQ.
Jan, please follow me. I think I kind of find it.
Okay.
Okay, so it's basically the story list.
Okay. Yes, I think. Okay, so the universe panel, yes, correct. That's how it's going. Okay, so it will have the option to either be a list or like this, and so that's fine. Great. We already have those components, so we can probably do that. Perfect. We can probably do that next time very quickly, or I can probably do it afterwards to get that up to speed. Let's see how is that different. We have, okay, so the heading is, they use the new heading there with the, I'm thinking if you have already started using this big heading somewhere else. Not sure, but either way, we are still missing here the create new story option. So let me just add a comment here. Other than that, I think this is perfect. I'll just have to Yes. I think that's perfect. Just the new button, and we have these new headers, which I think we look. Let me just go. Or we don't have anywhere yet implemented, so that would be a big new thing for us to do. Perfect. Okay, so I'll leave it to you, Henry, to add that. And
Yes.
with that, let's check. We had the workshop. So we have the first two questions in the workshop. Open up our. So let's continue on the next one. How do I continue a previously created story? Oh, that will be again a question for the workshop. So workshop continue story. So you can encourage a great story by you want to continue, or if it is story in a universe, you need to first go to the universe and story from the stories listing, and then click on the chapter you want to continue writing, or create a new chapter. And I'll just add here on the great dashboard. So that's for continue story. Now, how can my story increase in popularity among readers? That's a good question, but I don't think it belongs in the. Well, it will be frequently asked question. We'll have to keep that one for once we finish our way of the author section. So, how do I get paid from Literary Universe? Ooh, that's a good one as well. That's one is for That's a tough one.
So Jan,
Where to put this?
we actually for the questions, we tried to develop the list of questions, but we haven't I haven't figured out the answers yet. So just dump
No,
it whatever
that's perfectly
discussed
fine,
together.
because these are. I told you when I asked you to do this that you don't have to know the answers. That will be mostly
Yeah.
for me. And as I said, here sometimes like say we'll add this answer and question once we have certain things finished. I think this one belongs into that section as well. And also we'll have to figure out the proper location for section wise for these questions. I like the what is the story license. That's the next one.
Yeah. Henry actually helped quite a bit here.
So licenses. What is license. Let's see. Token defines how your stories / universe can be used by others. That's correct. So it protects your rights and to define how others can use your work. Okay, and from that, I'll just hear licenses. It's like the next question. What licenses are available? And choose from. And we don't have a dedicated licenses page, I think, but that might be something for a more advanced article to do here. But for right now, when creating a new work, in the licenses section, will be a modal, will be a button which will list all available licenses with their full details. In general, we offer offer full copyright protections and Creative Commons licenses. And I think here for the Creative Commons licenses, we'll add a link, capital, for those of you comments. And these are, so we have a link here. We want this to be opened in a new place. Just double check here that I have that all set up. Let's add that into the licenses. Perfect. Now then, what is a guild ownership? Oh, that's a nice one. I think guild ownership. It's lowercase o. And then guild ownership, it's a work that is owned by an organization. Let's see. think we'll have another section for that called organizations. Do we have? See, we don't have. We have groups here, but we don't have organizations. So let me add this section. Guilds. Oops. So and I will add that here. Guilds. And go back here. So by an organization, we call them guilds. This could be a publisher. Be a publisher. It could be a publisher or another type of a company or group of people. Non-profit organization. Have their own license and manage to work on behalf of the author. I would say guilds can ownership of the work is usually a bit more complex. And the author may have full control over the work. Mainly means the work is managed through the organization and not by the author from their personal accounts. That is what a guild ownership is. How do I invite collaborators for a story in Literary Universe? Nice. So that one goes into, wait, are we? That one is, okay, this is creepy because it read what I have in my what is it called, like copy. So how do I invite collaborators for a story / universe in Literary Universe? And we don't have to repeat ourselves here. You can invite collaborators to your story board dashboards and collaborators. Then button there you can invite other users to write on your story. Username and assign the role you want to assign them. to your story/universe. See. That's that. Another one for the workshop. Let's see. Let's change this. How to translation, how to invite collaborators. This time I didn't get it, but so how do I get translation of the story I have written? I think I would have liked to rephrase that, this question. How do I translate my story? How do I translate my story or universe? Or how can I can add new translation? So new translations for your work and manage, and if you have someone do the translation, you can make them join on the project. Translation. There you can also manage translations yourself. So that's one way. I think it's the translations. I'm not. How did we name it? Of course, it's going to restart my server because it's in a package. It's called translations. That's correct. Ability. So let me. Last time we had here were licenses. Let me these events. So, what are beta readers and what is their purpose to my story? Okay. And let's see if it can understand what are beta readers. These are people who read your story before it is published and give you feedback. They can help you find mistakes, give you ideas for improvement, help you make your story better. Perfect answer. 10 out of 10. Wow. So, next question, how do I see a collection of stories I finished writing? Let's see. I know what you mean, but I don't think I don't think hey. That was funny. I don't think the question is well formatted. Because what we kind of want to answer here is how maybe about the statuses of the story, because you see, of course, all the stories in your listing. So I think better would be here to have not earnings. I want to have a question about hiatus. Because I think that will kind of, people who don't know that term specifically might be a bit surprised and or questioning what is a hiatus. So let's see. And we can what is a hiatus in the story status? Hiatus is status for a story that indicates that you're taking a break from writing and publishing new chapters as a way to let your readers know that you are not actively working on the story at the moment. Status gets set automatically after 6 months without any new chapters. After additional, and I need to quickly check probably in our okay, here we go. So this is for the cancellation. So that's 6 months after additional 6 months of inactivity, the story will be marked as cancelled. And I just need to see if we have 6 months of inactivity or 3 months. That's one thing I am unsure. There's hiatus, and I have that explanation. As well, as set due to new. Okay, so it's 6 months. So 6 months. So after a year, if you don't publish anything, the story will be cancelled. Let's put that hiatus. And kind of similar to that, I would say would be a question, FAQ question workshop dot finished. How do I indicate that my story is finished? And so finish before clicking on the status. No, it's not clicking. And on the, it's not the status. It's So here, you need to fix the footer there. So make this active again. Change this to cancel. So if I make this active, yeah, change to status to complete. Go to the story dashboard, and on the bottom there is a green button that that's marked as finished. Is that correct? With the proper terminology. Change story status to completed. Change story status to completed. This will mark the story as finished. Adjusting the last page to tell the readers that they that story is finished, and to check out your other works. It will also very making your story, or so you're looking for finished stories. Yes. So that was the hiatus finished. Okay, what is the use of SEO-friendly address in the universe settings section? This is not just universe settings section. This is in more places. So I'll just use the SEO friendly address in the universe and in various pages, various settings. That way to make universe. Make your story universe blog post more visible to search engines and easier to read address for humans. Address humans. Way to make your work more discoverable and help people, or something similar. Okay, I think that's a good one. Have there, and finally, how do I schedule a chapter to be released in Liter Universe? And that one would be for our writer section. And correct schedule. That would be for Encyclopedia, the work in progress. Schedule releasing going to the not the dashboard release. when you to be released when clicking on the publish button in the chapter editor. A model will pop brush to be shown where you will have the option to schedule a release or publish immediately. If you choose to schedule a release, you will ask the select date and time when you want a chapter to be released. Comment scheduling chapter and release on the same day and time of the week. Okay. Yeah, and we can go more into that later. For writer, where do I have writer? Schedule. And that's it. We are through the initial set of questions that we have. For everybody watching, feel free to let us know if you have any questions in the comments, and we'll be happy to add them into our frequently asked questions. The benefit of these questions is that they will be translated into all languages. And we have one here that is still to do, which I am just going to remove for now because I'm going to, in the background here, push these questions to our translation system. And I'm going to, once that happens, I'm going to show you how to do the translations. So we have, so that has been set. Let me quit. Save that into our versioning system. Get that out there. If you are on our Discord, which we have, let me open that up as well. And on the universe, we do have something called app translations, which shows here updates on what has changed and what is new, all that stuff. So once it goes up to Crowdin, this will get updated, and you will, so you can get the information. And I do believe, yes, you can pretty much click here, right on here, and what is the, why is it AF here? Let's check that out. What happens once I click this? Never done that. So it goes to Afrikaans for some reason, which care about. So for example, I will find here, where do I have it? I'm blind. Oh no, I have it on the top here. So I go to check. It will open here in there and to list all that stuff. So you can see it's not here yet. It takes a little bit while to notice. But once it is, it will show up, and then I can start doing the translations and everything else. Here we have some glossaries and all the other things. I think we have the OpenAI translation and DeepL pre-translation happening here. So that's why we got so many translations. Let's see, and we then have, of course, it's open for people to join. So feel free to join us, and we have also discussion here. So Blueberry is doing the Russian translations here, and just please, if you do, make sure to let us know that your translation. Let us know what's your username so that we can give you, premium accounts, the Storyteller tier accounts, so that you can enjoy the full benefits of Literary Universe. So little thank you that we can do to our community translators. So with that said, guys, we got through the initial question that you prepared for me. I said some of them have to be delayed a little bit till we have the system in place to work better with different things. And let's see, with that said, I have got a bug report. Actually, I just saw here that this thing's moved. Yes, so you can see that there are new translation that just came through. Not really sure why it's taking the Afrikaans as the initial language, but I think it just takes the first one that's alphabetically there and goes from that. So now if I go to check, let's go to feedback. You can see it's untranslated there quite a lot. You can see here on the top a little bit. And here we can see all the translations, and here is going to be here it's going to be the different translation. And let's see, I can just, in this case, can just very easily do the translations and quickly get things done. So it's not even sometimes, I have to go here, translates too much. For example, our name, after a lot of deliberation, we decided we are going to keep the English names across different languages, maybe a few exceptions. So you can quickly get some of these things translated. And I think after a little bit, it might actually get some initial translation on its own. But if not, then that's, more chance for humans to participate here. So let's close that and let's look into the bug report that I got as the final thing. Hopefully it will not be so it's on discovery story search, and issue is supposedly there should be some errors with these drop downs, which I am not seeing. Sorry. It's not okay. So it is after I actually click the search, that's the error. Okay. Variable status got invalid values. String can represent non-string value. Yikes. So it's not a sexy error that we could do. And let's see. I'll just quieter here in the details, and here we go. A lot of stuff. And again, the main complaint is that status, story progress status, doesn't have anything. So which makes sense. And it's having an issue with status. I think the issue here might be that, okay, no, this is fine. So let's try if I add here something. Now, once it gets actually broken like this, sadly, I have to start from the top. Kind of curious if I do it like that. Oh, never mind, it's something else. So here we go to the top. And it's just a matter of form. So status, where's my status? Such languages, progress status. We have the standalone storage and whatnot here. Okay, here's the search status. This that's the little change here. And I'm going to want to know what's actually I do believe there's actually been change because we no longer have this. Let's take a look on our values. Oh, 9. No, we don't have. Anything in the array that we need, which would explain part of the problem. So, and I think this will be super technical and annoying to debug. So I apologize for that in advance. So I'm going to bring this to the after this stream. So Henry, Jasper, anything else that you would like me to look at, or
I think not from me at the moment. How about you, Henry?
I just remember that we have like the help, but what is it called? Help desk or something like that.
Center.
Yeah. Or we haven't like create the notification dedicated page. We could perhaps we could start from that.
And yeah, we do have the notification page. It's not yet there completely.
Okay.
Actually, looking at it here on the notification page, we use the new header that you have used on other elements. So that's good to know for me to implement elsewhere as well. So let's take a look on that. Notifications are yes. So we have head page, and it's in the core comp. So head page is the one. Then we use page row. So let me move that into our workshop components since we are at it. So we have that for everything, including universe, owner panel. So right now we have here the heading with back arrow, and the new one is called head page. Page from UI. And the other one, which was page row, I think will center it. So let's see what's going to happen here. It's there, and we just need to do the breadcrumbs in there as well. Okay, and it needs to be, and I've just noticed that for take the advantage of things, it needs to be above page component. Otherwise, it's squishy. It has that, so if it's above that, then it's like that. Is that more to your liking, Henry? To the design?
Apologize. Come again, Jan.
Is this kind of what you imagine in the design, like here? I do believe it's the same thing. So.
Oh yes,
That's
correct.
So I am going to put that into the other ones, which is the story dashboard. Yes, it's the story dashboard here. So we have a new page. And in that we have page row, and it's now AI is now trying too hard here. Up, because I need auto completion from the IDE. And that one is not going to have the correct import, which will break. The story dashboard. And also we want that for the story listing page. Probably on more pages, but right now I just want to universe fanfiction shop. Let's see listing. Okay, something different. I want these stories to look nice. This. Oh, here we go. Stories listing. No. Is it stories dashboard? Probably. Yes, this is it. This is the page. So page, and then it was page row, I believe. Yes, from here. And we are going to move the what's right now the entire header. Bye and move it here. Root. There we go, and we just need to move the breadcrumbs as well. Here, and we can move the EO even more on the top. Independent component. That looks better, doesn't it? And finally, on the, which one was the third one? Story dashboard. We still have the breadcrumbs. Not here. And we need to, at some point, fix here the extra. What we have here is the extra padding. No, it's not padding. What is that on the top? Oh, it is. It's supposed to be padding, so that should not affect anything. Maybe just because. It's just too small there. So that's okay. So that should be hopefully not fine, but we'll have to fix that maybe next time. Okay, so a little bit of a uplift at the end here. We'll have to do the same thing here for the collaborators page and other things, but that's going to happen once we actually have more of a update for that page in general. Same thing with statistics and others. So how we do this, we just go usually page by page as we implement new things and upgrade the design at the same time. So you will sometimes see a little bit of discrepancies, pages to pages, depending on how old or new they are. But yeah, we eventually will get hopefully to everything. So Henry, Jasper, anything else? I think we'll finish here unless you have something else, and I'll go back to debugging the discovery search.
Actually, I'm like, I really like. Well, it's now pretty quite sad, and it's pretty tidy up so well, Jan. Wow.
The implementation.
Yes.
Yeah, compared to where we started, it's not there yet to the full design that you Henry have done, and we still have a lot of UX work to do, Jasper. But it has come along a nice way. There will be looking into the future a little bit. We have a major technical upgrade coming our way, and there are a few more ideas. But after that major technical upgrade, we'll have a major, let's say, the next thing will be the writer, the reader, and the encyclopedia. That will get major upgrade. Following that will be the blogs pages. So that's going to be another major undertaking as well. So yeah, it's work in progress. So we'll never get there. We'll always be working on something, moving something ahead. So, but we have moved quite a lot, and more is to come, I guess. So with that, thank you everybody for watching. Again, I'm Jan Dvorak, the founder of Universe. With me was Henry and Jasper from our design team. And with that, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day.